All right, guys, welcome back to Easy Crypto Bites. Oh, my soul, what is going on in the markets? The markets are crashing. We had a drop. We had a pullback. This is nothing to be worried about, guys. Don't sell your crypto. It's not time to sell your crypto. We're not out of the bull market. The bull market is still going. If you haven't been in cryptos before, if you're just getting into cryptos, then you need to understand that cryptos are volatile. They pull back. You can have 20 to 30% pullbacks during the bull market, and it's scary, especially if you got in when the price was a little bit higher and maybe it's pulling back and you're at a loss or you're at a drawdown. We have the conflict in the Middle East between Assad and the rebel groups, and Assad is overthrown now, a government that's been in power for 40, 50, 60, 70 years, I don't know, for decades. And anytime you have instability in the world, the markets do not like that at all. So you see the stock markets dropping, you see crypto markets dropping, everything drops. I think we hit a bottom. You saw a lot of people buy up the dip in Bitcoin. You had XRP drop all the way down to almost $2. And I think that I think we've seen the worst of it, and we could see some downward pressure now that we've broken some support in a couple areas. I believe Bitcoin could probably, unlikely scenario, come down to around 90,000, and then we can see some support build and then go back up. And some of these other altcoins, almost all of them are down right now, and that's typical. If Bitcoin pulls back 10%, altcoins can pull back 20 or 30%. Altcoins always outperform Bitcoin both up and down. So don't be scared in this. This is why I have a video out. If you haven't watched it, it's called How Not to Lose Money in Crypto. Technique on how to basically purchase your crypto when you're getting into the market. And this is actually a buying opportunity. I'm going to be buying some more cryptos, some of the altcoins that I love, and I'm counting on going up even more in the future. XRP, I'll probably buy some more XRP now that we have a pullback. I like healthy pullbacks because the market cannot go up straight up forever. And when you have things happen in the world that causes these pullbacks, we just love to take advantage of that. So let's go on over to the charts. Let's go ahead and pull up at BTC first and take a look at that. All right, so what we've got here is we saw a drop down, and you see that thick yellow line there. That is a multi-year support line from the tops and the bull market cycles. So we see that we bounced off of that yellow line at around 94,000, hard bounce, which is good. That means that we had a lot of buying pressure. The bears lost momentum, and bulls came in and started buying up that dip. And so it pulled us back up above that other line right here that we had broken of the support. Okay, so that's the good news. We saw the bounce and the buy up of that and that dip. And so one scenario we could still be looking at, we could come back down and retrace that red. We see the candle here, that red wick there, and we could retrace back down to around 91,000 or so. That is a possibility because we did break several supports here, and so that is a possibility. Also, I had released a video not too long ago talking about if a black swan event happens. We were talking about World War III with Russia and did not foresee this Syrian situation happening in Syria with Bashar Assad, basically his regime collapsing, and that obviously is maybe not as big as World War III, but it still upsets the markets a little bit. But we see this CMA gap down around 78, 80,000. That is still in play since we have not skyrocketed with Bitcoin past we pulled back after hitting about $103,000 for Bitcoin, and now we are consolidating below that. So I think the more likely scenario though is to consolidate a little bit more here, maybe come back down, follow that wick down to 91,000, and then consolidate, and then see Bitcoin start moving up. But you always got to keep in the back of the mind that it is possible that we drop down to 78,000. Again, just more buying opportunity to DCA in and buy that dip. So let's look at XRP. XRP dropped down just right below, right below $2. And basically we hit this area here where we had consolidations for a little while. We had consolidation for about, from really around November 29th into December 1st, and then we had the breakout there, and we went up, and now because of everything going on in the markets, we have had some consolidation, and we had a pullback down. We saw a strong bounce off of around that $2 mark, and a lot of buying pressure. So we are definitely still on an upward trend here, and I believe that we're going to see more buying than selling here. I don't think we're going to dip much lower. If we do happen to go down, if something else happens, we do happen to keep continuing down, I'd say the target is around 160, where we hit the next lower level of consolidation where we consolidated for a while, and that would turn into support. This consolidation level around $2 would be more likely to turn in support, maybe consolidate there. But we could see a little bit more pullback. Looks like we've had a strong bounce, like I said, and so we may not get any more pullback. That may be it. I hope that's it. And but even if it's not, all it does is create another buying opportunity to grab some more XRP. And the altcoins that you are looking at to buy is a good buying opportunity, a good time to DCA in a little bit more. So there's nothing to be worried about here. This is a normal course of events in the markets, and especially crypto. So I just wanted to put out this video and give an update. And if you guys were looking at the markets, looking at your holdings dip, and if you're new to crypto, it could be a little scary. So I want to give you some encouragement here. Use this as a time to DCA in. During the bull market, you want to DCA more aggressively. Maybe if I had 1,000 total, I'd probably break that up into 20% chunks and DCA in those larger chunks, just to make sure I'm getting in, because the bull market is more likely to go up than go down. And so if you haven't watched that video that I mentioned about how not to lose money in crypto, I recommend you watch that video. The link is below, and also should be right around here on the screen. So if you got any questions, put them down in the comment section, and I read all the comments, and I will get back as soon as I can to answer that question. All right, Easy Crypto Bytes out.